The M4 iPad Pro is an absolute beast for gaming. Apple packed in the best hardware they could get into this tablet, and it all just comes together when you're playing a good video game. So you've got the OLED display with the 120Hz refresh rate, so everything is smooth and crystal clear and beautiful. Colors really pop, and you've got that nano texture option if you want it to really cut the glare down. You've actually got rock solid speakers in the iPad Pro, and it will fill an entire room with sound if you crank it up. You also have Thunderbolt connectivity with the iPad Pro, so you can connect it to top-end displays if you want more screen real estate. And of course, you have that M4 chip, which is an absolute powerhouse. And there are mobile games that can take advantage of a chip that strong. And I'm going to show you some of those today. But it's not just mobile gaming. You have access to all kinds of gaming platforms through your iPad, which includes Xbox Cloud Gaming and getting access to your full Steam library through Shadow PC. Hey everyone, Tech Dad here, and I absolutely love gaming on my M4 iPad Pro. It has every kind of game that I have loved and grown up with. And now I'm in my 40s and I'm still doing gaming as often as I can. I love all the genres. I love mobile gaming. I do some console gaming with my kiddos, and I've always enjoyed a good PC game, especially Blizzard games. And so in this video, I want to give you a rundown on how you can get the best gaming experience on your iPad Pro. If you own an iPad Pro, you got to do some gaming. You got to take advantage of that hardware. But before I jump into the content, I want to talk about this video's sponsor, which is eWin. And eWin has supplied this gaming chair that I am sitting in, and they make top-notch gaming chairs for all shapes and sizes of people. It was super easy to put together. It came with this poster-sized instruction manual. The instructions were very clear. It took my 13-year-old son and me working together. Less than 15 minutes, we had the thing together. Some of the cool features about this chair is that it has this magnetic headrest, so you can actually adjust this headrest wherever you want, and it's all magnetic, so it's easy to take off and readjust. Super soft as well. This chair also comes with 4-way lumbar support. Perfect for an old man like myself. You can use the dials on the side of the chair to adjust the lower back support the way you want it. Now, all my sons are avid gamers. My middle son, who is 18, did have one complaint and said that it doesn't have a footrest. Tough to please kids these days. eWin, there's your feedback. You might consider giving this model a footrest. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out this chair. All right, let's get on to the content. Okay, so first let's talk about mobile gaming, because obviously the iPad Pro is a mobile device first, and there are honestly some really powerful games out there that can take advantage of the iPad Pro's hardware. One of my favorite games that I'm totally addicted to right now is League of Legends Wild Rift. And so to all you 40-year-old dads out there, you probably remember Warcraft 3. Well, in that game, you could create custom games, and I think they came out with this custom game called Defense of the Ancients, I believe. Well, that created the whole MOBA genre, and League of Legends sprung off of that, and back in 2019, this game came out, and it's absolutely fantastic. First of all, they make a high-quality game, so you have the ability to go into settings in this app and really crank everything up to 120 frames per second, which your M4 iPad Pro screen can support. It's got that 120Hz refresh rate, so it can run this game at 120 frames a second and look crystal clear. You can make the colors look more vibrant, so everything just pops. I mean, this game looks stunning on this OLED display. I love it. And this game has incredible strategy. There are so many different champions and heroes that you can pick. They all have their different roles and place in the game. I was a little surprised when this game only came out with one map, but that's the League of Legends style, and it never gets old. This is one of those games where you try to climb the ranks, and I'm working on that, watching some YouTube videos to try to get better. It's not really working though. Don't listen to these YouTubers, man. They don't know what they're talking about. Wait a minute. There are so many other mobile games, though, that are of high quality. I do play Call of Duty Mobile, which is still really fun. There is the Sims game, which has really good graphics. It's made by EA. It's just a good time waster builder, something fun to do on the side. But what I love about mobile games is that you can just pull them up and play around and be done in a few minutes. League of Legends is a little lengthier. Usually a game takes 15 to 20 minutes, and there's even some rules where you can't leave the match or you get punished for that. But it's still short enough to where you don't have to give up hours of your day to enjoy the game. So if you haven't tried League of Legends, I would highly suggest you try that one out. There are some other games that have really high-end graphics support, like Diablo Immortal. That's another great game. Anything made by Blizzard, I'm a big fan of. All right, but let's say you don't want to do mobile gaming. Let's say you're a fan of console gaming. Well, they absolutely have those options. So in 2025, you absolutely have the option to do console-level gaming on your iPad. My favorite way to do it is through Xbox Cloud Gaming. This does require a subscription. It's $20 a month for the ultimate plan, and then you can can play on any device, including your M4. And the iPad Pro is particularly awesome because of that OLED display and how good everything looks on it. And so I've been playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 for the past year. It looks like it's Microsoft's plan to release these Call of Duty games on Xbox Cloud Gaming. So Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is supposed to release in November, and they already have an option available where you can pre-download it so it's just ready to go, and when the game launches you can jump right into it. And yep, I'm going to be doing that. Obviously there is controller support and it works wirelessly, so I have synced up my PlayStation controller actually, and it works just like an Xbox controller. You don't even have to have an Xbox controller to play these games. There are a ridiculous amount of titles on this platform. They've got Madden, they've got Grand Theft Auto, they've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if you want some throwback games. I used to love playing this Ninja Turtles beat 'em up game with my sons. It was just fun to get the kids together all in one room, and you can play some 4-player action. Pretty cool. Now, a lot of the titles on Xbox Cloud Gaming are older, but like I said, they should be releasing new titles more and more. I think Microsoft is going towards the way of not selling consoles. I think their vision is literally for folks to simply just buy their subscription service and game on whatever device they have. So check out Xbox Cloud Gaming. It's really cool. Okay, next, let's talk about PC gaming on the iPad Pro. So it turns out my favorite PC on the market right now is my iPad Pro. So you can connect to PCs in the cloud with cloud services. And one cloud service that I particularly like is Shadow PC. So they set the PC up for you in the cloud. You don't own it, you just sort of rent it, which I think is awesome. Instead of spending thousands of dollars on a PC, I can just rent it when I feel like playing PC games. So I get the full functionality of a PC. Like I can have my add-ons, I can have all the apps running in the background that I want because I've got a full-on PC. And my M4 iPad Pro runs this great. The PC can be streamed in at up to 120 frames per second, and of course my OLED display makes it look awesome. And so I like to play Blizzard games on it. There are some Blizzard games that you can't even play on a Mac, such as Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is for consoles and PC only, and so to get access to this title, I just play it on Shadow PC. But my favorite Blizzard game is definitely World of Warcraft, and I like to play the classic version. So that's what I was playing back in college. Wasted so many hours on that game, but so much fun. And now they've released the anniversary edition. The classic edition is 20 years old, and so you can go back and play in some fresh new realms. I absolutely love this. I got my rogue up into the 40s now, so you can finally get that mount. But I just can't believe how smooth Shadow PC runs everything. And I've literally had people walk up to me when I'm in the coffee shop and say, "Are you playing World of Warcraft on your iPad? How are you doing that?" Yeah, Shadow PC. And since Shadow PC gives you access to this platform on your iPad, you can get access to your whole Steam library. Now, I will say it takes a more expensive subscription to get a decent enough hard drive space so that you can actually download games on Steam. For example, I want to play Last of Us Part 2. That looks really good. I played the first part, watched through the series on HBO Max, super good, but I have not yet played the second game and I want to do that. However, it's 90 gigs, and so if I want to play it, I'm definitely going to have to upgrade my Shadow PC subscription so I can download the game and play it. But still, the option is there and I can have it all on my tablet ready to go. I love that. So I actually have a gaming mouse that's wired that I use for World of Warcraft, has over 13 buttons on it, and all of that works with Shadow PC. I actually plugged this mouse into my port hub for my iPad, and all of it is readable through the PC. So I'm not really missing any functionality or features. So if you want to try some PC gaming on your iPad, you should totally do it. Try out Shadow PC. It's pretty cool. All right, so that's how I get some of the best experiences in gaming on my M4 iPad Pro. The mobile games look fantastic on this powerful of an iPad, and this OLED display looks so good when you're streaming in Xbox games or PC games. Your iPad is so powerful, you should take advantage of all the cool things it can do. It's not just for watching Netflix. I've got a whole bunch of other iPad content. You can check that out on my channel. That's all I got for you. If you like this sort of content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.